Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to the inauguration ceremony of SVKM NMIMS Bengaluru, where we embark on a journey of knowledge, innovation, and excellence together. I am Jinal Bhandari,
And I'm Manya Bhalotia.
and we will be your hosts for the day.
Are you guys ready for an exciting adventure as we open new doors to opportunities and make lifelong memories? Well, I hope and I know that you all will have a wonderful experience here with us.
Moving forward, you will be addressed by the Joint Honorary Secretary of SVKM and mentor of ASM SOC, Sri Shalin Deveta, followed by an introduction to NEP by Dr. Meenu Mehta, and a welcome address by Dean Professor Sangeeta Kher. So this is going to be a live stream session, and we request you to maintain decorum for the same. The session will start at 10:05. All right.
Late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "Dream is not something that you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep." And we are sure this will happen here at ASM SOC. Good morning and a warm welcome to the orientation program for the first year BBA students at SVKM's NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, who are attending in person, as well as those who are attending this orientation program online across campuses. Yash Vasudev and I, Yashita Manglik, appreciate the august presence of the dignitaries on the dais. We welcome our mentor and Joint Honorary Secretary, Sri Shalin Deveta, Dean, School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher, Associate Deans, Dr. Meenu Mehta, Dr. Sunny Oswal, and Dr. Akshay Damani. On the dais, faculty members, parents, and upcoming batch of first years at the orientation program of Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. To begin the orientation program, we seek the blessings of Ma Saraswati, who endows us with the power of speech, wisdom, and learning. I request the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward for the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Vandana. I request all of you to stand for the occasion.
कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या
I request the audience to remain standing for the NMIMS anthem.
या कुन्दे
We do what's right and not what's easy. We give our best shots each and every time.
We set the standard, we are the future. We are a part of this institute so fine. NMIMS, 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 NMIMS.
Respect the past, create the future, transcend horizons, however far.
We have what it takes, we make a great team. At NMIMS, each one is a star. NMIMS, 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 NMIMS.
Thank you, respected dignitaries. I now request Yash to give an insight into the decades-long successful journey of NMIMS University so far.
NMIMS was founded in 1981 by the parent body Shri Vileparle Kelwani Mandal as a management institute affiliated with the University of Mumbai. And later on the basis of significant amount of work and recognition as a top business school in India, NMIMS received the deemed university status in 2003. ASM SOC is a commerce and management school under the NMIMS banner, which commenced its first academic batch in 2007. Our school offers BBA, BSc Finance and BCom honors. The school also began with the BSc Finance program in 2014 and its coveted MSc Finance program in 2017. We are happy to announce two more programs starting this academic year, the BBA FinTech program along with the PhD in Commerce. Outlook iCare 23-24 has ranked 130 BBA colleges across the country. NMIMS ASM SOC has secured the second rank. As per the weekly magazine India Today, ASM SOC has been ranked the second best under colleges for the BBA program. And it has also been rated as the best emerging college of the century. Students at the School of Commerce represent a microcosm of India, united in their academic credentials, bringing to life the very ideal of unity in diversity. Each program offered at the School of Commerce aims to equip students with a bedrock of management skills to navigate through the complex business environments of today. A dynamic curriculum designed in conjunction with academic and industry practitioners provides students with opportunities to master new skills and explore varied perspectives. The school follows a strict attendance norm to instill discipline and a sense of responsibility in the students. Now, how can we not talk of the glorious journey NMIMS embarked on from its very inception and not introduce the pillars holding the very foundation? It is an honor to introduce our mentor and Joint Honorary Secretary, Mr. Shalin Deveta. Mr. Deveta is a chartered accountant and serves as a partner in his own firm, SR Deveta and Companies. He's an expert advisor on formation of companies, legal compliance, taxation, and documentation. He's delivered many lectures on the areas such as corporate law, ESOPs, and joint ventures and collaborations. He also serves as an independent director on the board of directors of many companies. I request you, sir, please address the students.
Audible now? Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for those nice words. That was originally drafted 20 years ago. Now I am on the verge of retirement. Dean of the School of Commerce, Mrs. Sangeeta Kher, Associate Dean, Mrs. Pinu Mehta, dear colleagues, faculty members, parents, and my dear young friends. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me. They invite me every year, and it is very nice of them. This morning over breakfast, I was a little stressed. My wife said, "What happened?" I said, "I have to go for this orientation," and they said, "You have to speak." And I go every year to the orientation. Now, what new do I speak? So she said, "Why do you go to the orientation?" I said, "I go for two reasons. First of all, our children, they don't let me complete a single sentence. This is the only place where teenagers, probably a few hundred, let me speak whatever I want. They may think whatever they want later on. And the second thing is they say nice things about me." So he says, "In that case, you have to bear the stress of having to speak." So every year I say the same thing. And she said, "You can repeat that because nowadays parents have only one or two children, so they won't be the same parents." But I said, "What about the faculty? They are always there. They listen to the same things." You don't worry about that. You know, the faculty thinks of you the way bureaucrats think of political masters, not very highly. So continue. I said, "Okay." So here I am before you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with all of you. And a warm welcome to all of you, especially students from outside Mumbai. How many are from outside Mumbai? If you may kindly raise your hands. Wonderful. So when good things happen, the rain gods shower their blessings right from the time Lord Krishna was born. So similarly, Mumbai is giving you a warm welcome. Best wishes to all of you. Welcome the party. And remember, this is the first excuse for late coming. But light-hearted comments apart, what are we? What is SVKM? What is our thought process? What guides us in what we are doing and why? Probably we have created an environment where you have opted for this particular institution to put your children and entrust their lives. Shri Vileparle Kelavani Mandal, SVKM. Now mark my words. Kelavani Mandal. It is not Kelvani Mandal, as everybody else will speak. So all of you English-speaking students who correct your parents when they say jalapeno, you say, no, it's jalapeno. And somebody says it's Volkswagen. And he says, no, it's Volkswagen. Ye Kelavani barabar bolna. It has a very deep meaning. It means holistic development, not relating just to curriculum, but all-round development. And that is why when this institution was formed in the year 1934, this is the name which was selected. We were established in 1934 by local citizens who had the roots in the freedom movement of this particular country. And that time there was no school. There was one convent school. There was no other school here. So they thought, why not set up a school? And they, philanthropists and other people came together and they set up a small Gujarati medium school. Now when they set up the school, mind well, the people who set up the school were good businessmen. They were probably financially well off. But many of them could barely sign their signatures. So they decided that if we did not get the benefit of something, at least ensure that the subsequent generation does not lose out. And that has been the guiding force of this institution ever since. So first we started with a school. Then sometime in the early 60s, we had another generation who were also all well off, good businessmen, everything. They were all undergraduates. There was no college here. In those days, everybody used to just leave their job, studies and start working in the family business or whatever. And traveling 25 kilometers to Churchgate to study was not a great option in those days. So they thought, why not set up colleges here? And they set up colleges here. Narsee, Monjee, Mithibai, you must have heard of them. And then other engineering college came in, and everything other than a medical college. They all came in here. Come globalization, we realized a different need. The education, the methodology, the teaching methods, the curriculum, which was present there, was no longer sufficient to meet the challenges and the needs of students in a global atmosphere, in a global environment. So NMIMS was originally started as a management school in 1981, affiliated to Bombay University. But post the liberalization, post 91, we converted ourselves, when the rules permitted, to a deemed to be university. Now why did we do that? What's the difference between being affiliated to Bombay University and having a separate university? Bombay University has a very large geographical spread. Unlike Delhi University, some of you might be from the north, from Delhi. And Delhi University is a small place, one union territory. Bombay University, as it was then, now Mumbai University, starts from Thane district, which is a little north of Mumbai, and goes right up to Sindhudurg district. Sindhudurg district is probably 400 to 450 kilometers down south, just above Goa. Now this is the spread of that Bombay University. So you can imagine, you have students coming from families like yours. Parents have ensured that they have struggled, worked hard, saved, and created the best opportunity for you youngsters. Given you good education, sent you to good schools, good facilities, good exposure, overall exposure. And then you have students in the rural areas of Maharashtra, especially coastal Maharashtra, where you don't have electricity, you don't have colleges, you don't have infrastructure, you don't have teachers. So the challenge was the level of curriculum. The curriculum had to be moderated to also meet the aspirations of those people. They also had to pass with all these handicaps. Now so far so good, but the result was that students like you, who came with a whole lot of with the kind of capabilities and aspirations that you have, your minds were not challenged. You were not tested because the curriculum was not as challenging as it should be. Teaching methods, so many other things, they were not up to what you would probably need or require in a globalized world. And that is why we started School of Commerce. We developed our own curriculum. We benchmarked it with what is the finest in the world. What are the latest things that, first of all, what are the fundamentals? And they remain the same. But the way it is taught, classroom size in Mumbai University used to be 120. It still is. Here it is 60, so that there can be greater interaction between the teacher and the student. And that is the reason why we thought that let us create a curriculum which is top class and which equips our students, our children, our younger generation with the tools that they require to face and fit and meet the challenges of a new globalized world. And our students are all over the world. You can walk on a metro platform in London or New York or any place, and if you have an NMIMS badge, I have had this personal experience, somebody will stop and say, I studied in this particular college of SVKM. So this was the reason why we set up all these colleges, and we have become courses everywhere. Now, of course, they are giving autonomy to the colleges in Mumbai, and we have also taken autonomy in those colleges. But this was the primary reason why we set up an NMIMS. And we spared no effort, no expense, because this particular institution is a non-profit institution. It has 6,000 members who are basically primarily citizens of Vileparla and adjoining suburbs. And the focus always has been to see that what has been lacking in our times, what are the needs of the current times, and let us ensure that the younger generation gets it. Many of us have studied in this institution. I have studied in NM College across the road. Most of our trustees have studied in one institution or the other. Some dropped out even because of financial challenges and later on did well in life. But this is the reason why we set up a deemed to be university. This is the reason why we have our, let us say, our board of studies, which has got, you have a partner from one of the big four, you have the CEO of the most prominent credit rating agency or the head of a mutual fund, and they have all been our students, and they have come back and they contribute to ensure that our curriculum remains as relevant as it used to be. And then, of course, we have the faculty. They are extremely dedicated. Somebody might say their first dedication is to ensure attendance monitoring, which is partially true. But their actual dedication is to ensure that you remain in the classroom and interact. Why the attendance? Why did we insist on attendance? The insistence on attendance is not because your parents have given us some incentive that please ensure they stay in classroom. We realized that the interaction in the classroom which happens between students, that is a very, very important part in the growth and development of a student. The kind of learning which takes place when you think of one thing, somebody else has a different perspective. You may not have thought of it, somebody raises a different issue. Those things cannot be learned sitting in a textbook. They have to be learned in a classroom. Differing viewpoints, and then you sit and think over it. Work together, collaborate with each other, compete with each other at the same time. And that is what real life is about. So the classroom attendance is being focused on because it has a significant bearing on the outcome of the personality, the knowledge, the learning, the social skills of a student. Otherwise, who loved online? You are the generation which is lucky, but 4 years ago, they were complaining. We are in online mode, learnings were bad. One bank or somebody gave an advertisement, wanted so-and-so, 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 not from this batch. And they were then, there was such a uproar that they were forced to withdraw that advertisement. So this is the reason. On one hand, you have an online which gave you the experience of a non-classroom environment. On one hand, you have us who force young kids to sit in the classroom. But this is the reason. Not because we have all grown old and now we are over the hill and therefore we want to inflict upon you. That's not the reason at all. This is the reason. So this is NMIMS and all our schools are doing well. We are particularly proud of the School of Commerce. The BBA program is exceptionally good. It's doing very well. And I'm sure all of you young gentlemen and ladies will enjoy this. program. The faculty is extremely dedicated. At the same time, the proof is that, we keep on getting lots of requests. Arey, fit kar do, ye kar do, wo kar do, attendance karwa do, admission karwa do. And we have to say, sorry boss, we are a Gujarati linguistic minority institution, but at the same time, while we retain our linguistic status for various reasons, this particular institution, NMIMS, we are very clear that we are all Indians first, Gujaratis, Marathis, Punjabis, Tamilians, whatever, second. And therefore, let us look at India as the focus, merit as the focus. And therefore, all of you are here on the basis of your merit. And congratulations to all of you for that. So have a good time. How many of you are from outside Mumbai? Sorry, once again. Now this is for a different reason. So welcome. Enjoy your life here. You have finally managed to get away from your parents. And that too with your financial allowance intact. In fact, probably a little more liberal because mothers will worry a little more. So have a good time, enjoy your life here. I've already given you the first excuse for attending late. And I wish you all the best. And please, to all the students, the fees here are much more than a Bombay University or any other course, which is for two reasons. First, we are not an aided institution. Two, we have to raise the entire infrastructure. And if today you are fortunate to get maybe an international class education, or let's say 85% of the international class education, let me not boast too much, at 10% of the cost or 15% of the cost, it is because of your parents, and they did not have this opportunity. So when you go, before they leave, give them a warm hug, English style, or touch their feet, Indian style, but do appreciate the efforts that they have made, the sacrifices that they have made, because it is always the older generation which lays the path for the younger generation. Wish you all the best, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request our Associate Dean, Dr. Meenu Mehta, to address the students.
Good morning, everyone. So on behalf of SVKM, NMIMS deemed to be university, the management, faculty, staff, and the senior students, I am very proud and privileged to extend a warm welcome to all the parents and students seated out here. A huge round of applause for all of you. Applause for what? Applause for making a momentous decision of your life. And what is that? To join Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. You must have seen the pride with which the compeers who are our current second year students, they introduced our school. And they told you that we are second to none and we are highly ranked year after year. These are momentous times for all of us. For you as students on the cusp of starting your own careers, your academic journeys, for us at NMIMS, ASM SOC, and also for our country. So that means at micro as well as macro levels, I can say that we live in magical times. Why so? Currently, we are the 5th largest economy in the world by GDP. I'm sure you must have heard it over and over again. By the time all of you graduate, we are about to become the 3rd largest economy in the world. So currently, we have one of the most vibrant ecosystems when it comes to startups, and as per the last count, we had something like more than 120 unicorns with a combined valuation of something exceeding $350 billion. Now imagine, by the time you graduate and we actually become the 3rd largest economy in the world, what would have happened to the number of our startups and unicorns? And who are those unicorns? Believe me, most of them are sitting here right now in this auditorium. You know, a term is used to describe our country, and that is population dense. I think it is time we change the term and call it talent dense. If nothing, all the people seated out over here in this auditorium, I can assure you that we are extremely talent dense when it comes to being a university. In fact, in this entire lane from here till the end of the road, the best of the future lawyers, engineers, change makers, disruptors, business honchos, startup owners, unicorns, visionaries, thought leaders, philosophers of tomorrow, leaders of tomorrow, you will find them here. It is not easy getting into our system, and believe me, it is much more tough navigating because we are a very tough system. You know, Shalin sir was speaking very nicely when he said, "Welcome to Mumbai, you have managed to get away from your parents. Congratulations." I want to tell you, itni jaldi khush hone ki zarurat nahi hai. Tomorrow is the last free Sunday. Please enjoy that. And parents, we are extremely tough when it comes to our systems and our expectations. Because what we believe is, India of tomorrow holds tons of opportunities, and if your students are going to make the best of those opportunities, we have to start working on them today. In fact, keeping that in mind, the government introduced what we call it as NEP, the National Education Policy, in 2020. Now, NEP 2020 was intended by the government to bring about a host of educational reforms to make education rooted in Indian ethos and culture, so that we are able to bring together the best of tradition as well as modernity. I told you we live in magical and momentous times. With your batch, we are making the transition to NEP 2020. That means you will be the first batch whereby NEP 2020 will be implemented at our school in our university. Now, what exactly is going to happen under NEP 2020? The government intends you to be students who are not only experts in your own domains, but you also have critical thinking skills. You are also able to look at old problems with new eyes so that innovation takes place, and you are able to break the boundaries of the domains in which we normally try to put ourselves. Now, when we start looking at any existing problem with fresh perspective, what happens? In case you have already developed an interdisciplinary approach, it becomes a huge advantage for you. And that is something that we are trying to develop for each one of you. Another very interesting aspect of NEP 2020 is the credit transfer through academic bank of credits. Now, what is this academic bank of credits? To put it in a very simple term, it is like a passport with a built-in immigration mechanism whereby students are able to enjoy a seamless transfer across programs, across institutions. Maybe it sounds very complex right now. What exactly does that mean? It is quite possible that some of the students take admission and suddenly a startup idea comes in your mind and you feel ek saal ka gap lena chahiye because I want to set up my business. After that 1 year aapko lagta hai, let me go back to college. Now under the traditional system, all this would have become very complicated. In today's times, thanks to ABC, the Academic Bank of Credits, this is like a virtual repository in which all your credits will be transferred so that you can begin your journey, you can take a temporary gap, and the flexibility that the system allows you, it will help you to enjoy more opportunities. As the year progresses and as you come with us, you will be able to understand the Academic Bank of Credits more clearly. Now under NEP, there are 4 exit options. Now what does that mean? In case you complete the first year and for whatever reason, maybe you want to try out a startup, maybe you want to join a family business, for whatever reason, the student wants to make an exit. What happens? हम किसी को भी खाली हाथ नहीं जाने देंगे. At the end of the first year, if you are making an exit, you go with a certificate. At the end of the second year, in case the student wishes to leave, you earn a diploma. At the end of the third year, you earn a degree. And if you choose to stay with us for the 4th year, what happens? You get a degree with honors. Under NEP, as I told you, that the importance the government has given is on skill development. So on account of that, what has happened? A lot of restructuring has taken place when it comes to credits. You will understand it better as you start your journey along with us. Some of our courses had to be reshuffled, restructured. Some new courses were introduced. And these are some of the heads under which our courses are classified. So there are certain things which we call major, minor. We have open electives, skill enhancement, ability enhancement, Indian knowledge system, value education, and so on. So guys, this is time for me to hand over the mic to our Dean. And again, a warm welcome to each one of you. Tomorrow is the last Sunday. Enjoy your free time. उसके बाद पता नहीं कब मिलेगा आपको next free time, because we are very tough and we are very proud of being tough. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Our respected Dean, Professor Sangeeta Kher, is associated with SVKM for more than 40 years. She was head of Department of Commerce, vice principal and principal of NM College of Commerce and Economics, which is affiliated to the University of Mumbai. With her expertise in the field of teaching and administration, she has played a pivotal role in the speedy development and smooth functioning of the school, which she took over in 2011. She has spearheaded our undergraduate and postgraduate programs and continues to inspire us with her wealth of experience. Ma'am, we request you to address the students.
So let me wish you all a very good morning. And nice to see a totally packed audience. We are used to talk to bigger audiences because we had big halls earlier. And I want each one of you from that end to this end to be with me every minute when I am talking. When I ask my kids, I call my students as my kids because they become my kids, my children, once they are into my family of NMIMS School of Commerce. And first I would like to tell you, pat your back because you could make at NMIMS ASMSOC. I cannot come and pat back of every child of mine. You pat your own back and say, look, I made it at NMIMS ASMSOC. How many of you are proud to be a part of this? Tell me. Most of you? Is it the first option or the last one? Correct? You all agree? It was the first option. And you had made a correct choice, and I'm proud of my kids because they always make us proud. We are second not because I did some jadoo or I did some magic. It is mainly because my students who make us proud, who are there everywhere. You must have heard Shalin Deveta saying that. When I went to New York also, I could see somebody came and told me, I am from NMIMS. This experience even I have. Whenever I go abroad, I see somebody or the other I meet, and many a time I may not be in sari, they don't recognize, ma'am, you? So they feel that, yeah, ma'am is here. So I ask, how come you? Ma'am, I got a job over here. Ma'am, I'm studying here. It's a proud moment. You all agree? Because I call you as my kids. When my kids are doing something good, we are proud. I always say my balance sheet, asset side is very heavy, loaded with lot of goodwill. When they write a single sentence saying that, ma'am, I'm doing this, I'm working in this company, or ma'am, I have joined such and such a university in Europe or in US or in Australia or somewhere in New Zealand, we are very proud. And when they come out, they get a very coveted jobs as such. And that is what we look for each one of my child sitting here and who is going to continue to stay with us at least for 3 years to graduate, or the 4th year for the honors degree. Okay? So coming to NMIMS, one thing, forget about what Shalin Deveta said, enjoy. I would say that, no, I wanted to tell him, no, don't tell this to my kids. They have not come here to enjoy. Because even without he telling, you will do that. Believe me, once you have landed up in Mumbai, remember that those who are from outside Mumbai, your parents may afford. And some of the parents really cannot afford. They come and tell me, ma'am, it is not that I can afford, but my child wants to study here, so I'm sending my child. It will be a big dent to your pocket, parents' pocket. At the cost of everything, they cut corners for themselves and see to it that you are made a better graduate. You get all the things. So don't take it for granted that I can enjoy, not at the cost of your parents. Never ever do that. You have come here, be totally focused. You should have an objective, you should have a goal. Objective. This is my objective. This is what I want to achieve in my life. And see to it that you hold on to that. There is no, whenever I meet some of my students, just last month, my faculty was saying, ma'am, there's a boy in first S5 BSc, such a focused boy. He had come to meet me because he won something. I said, what do you want? Ma'am, I don't. He was already offered by Goldman Sachs for a job. He is doing internship with them. And he was offered a pre-placement offer. We call it as PPO. He refused them, saying that I will not join you, because he wanted to do something with hedge fund. A boy of 20, he knows what he wants to do. I don't want such one boy. There are quite a few of them, many of them. But I want my whole lot of students, every one of to be totally focused. You should know what you want to do. You should not be saying that, chalo, aaj time mila, I have a party, somebody's birthday, celebrated overnight, and you are next morning, you cannot make it in the college. No, you are in trouble, be prepared. And I'm telling every parent also, they will be in trouble. I mean, you'll get a call from us saying that your child is not attending for last 2 days. Please find out where is he or where is she. Correct? So be prepared for phone calls also. And we will not leave anyone not being there and partying anywhere and everywhere. Absolutely unacceptable to me. I always say, when you enter Mumbai, there are a lot of people outside who want to conduct a party. They call it as fresher party. And they will also put it on the website of NMIMS. I don't know how they access. and they say there's a fresher party, you people pay 1,500, 2,000 and join, and what happens in that party, we don't know. You are not supposed to go to fresher party. I get to know any one of you went to fresher party, I'll pack your bag and send to your home. Be prepared for that. And ask my students what is Sangeeta Khair, they will tell you. So one thing is, no fresher party. Because anything may happen there. Drugs may enter there, you don't know. And there are whistleblowers who can tell the police, and police will come and round up students. Few years back it had happened, and I was in trouble. Police called me, I said, no, my kids can never do that. Ma'am, they were in the fresher party. From that time I started making this announcement in the very first day that no child of mine will go to fresher party. Because you are unnecessarily invited or lured into that where you may go wrong. And I want my child to be very safe here. See, I tell you, Mumbai is very safe. Very safe. But you have to be careful. You cannot say safe है, मैम ने बोला कि कभी भी किसी रास्ते पे निकल गए रात को 1-2 बजे. नहीं. Safety is what? Safety means you have to be careful as well. At the same time, you have to take care of your own self. And when you make a friend or when you make a new friendship group, you should see who are your friends. What we have to do. How we have to be with them. The moment you realize, this is not my cup of tea, I don't want to be, you have to withdraw. And you people should come and tell us, ma'am, this is what's happening in that group. You should be my whistleblowers, saying that wrong things are happening. So I I just jumped into the fresher party. I'm not a structured speaker. I've got some structure, but still I will keep straying into new areas as such. So coming to NMIMS, we begin with, you all know it is a 17-year-old school, which started in 2007, and I'm heading this school for last 13 years. I took over in 2011. From that day till date, I'm heading that school and looking after how the school has to be performing, what we had to do, how we had to go about. Just now you heard Dr. Meenu Mehta speaking about the NEP, New Education, National Education Policy 2020. They have come out with a lot of things like value education, skill development, blah, blah, lot of things. It's a wonderful policy document, but at the same time I would like to tell you, even without NEP we used to do all those things. Even without NEP, all the skill development, all these things used to take place in my school. Because we used to emphasize, none of the undergrad school had business analytics. We offered business analytics in the final year. Because data management, big data, all these things are coming, my children should be familiar with that. We started business analytics somewhere about 2017-18 itself. We teach advanced Excel. Now they say there should be Excel and all these things as a skill development. It was there in my school. So a lot of skill development activities were there. Only thing is now the difference between earlier curriculum and today's curriculum under NEP is it has been credit courses. We did not have credit for some of the courses. So when children used to do Excel, advanced Excel, we may not be having a credit for that, but they were trained for that. Now they come under 2 credit or 3 credit, whatever. So credits are given now. Earlier, there were no credits for that. This is the difference now. Otherwise, even without NEP, School of Commerce had what we call as a wonderful, curriculum where a lot of rigor was introduced. And that rigor, I can say, slightly released now. But I want to see that. I'm going to tell my faculty that the rigor in study should remain the same. You should apply yourself. You should say, I should learn beyond the syllabus, beyond the curriculum. Learning the curriculum is easy. Ma'am, इस syllabus पे नहीं है, आ गया exam में, अरे आएगा, क्यों नहीं? There is something relevant, something very close to the syllabus. So be prepared for all these things. You should be market ready when you graduate, when you get an honors degree. That is what is expected of you. Teacher give you 45 hours in a class or 60 hours in a class. You should be putting another 60, 80 hours of your own so that you are, learning it better, learning is not rote learning. I often say, many parents come and tell, ma'am, मेरा बच्चा फिर 96% लिया था 12th में. अरे बाबा, 12th, 96% may not be even 56% here, believe me. Because the moment you land up here, you feel, हो गया, NMIMS SOC, I made it here. And the complacency sets in you. You feel that, now I'm free to do whatever I want. No, sorry. The moment you join, you have to maintain that consistency in your career. People always say you should be having a consistently good academic record. You all agree? And that consistency can be maintained only when you're focused, when you are always there in the classroom, and seeing to it that you are able to apply yourself. Till 12th, it is rote learning. But once you come to NMIMS, we create an environment where it should be your intellectual curiosity is challenged. You should be able to analyze, apply, critically think, compare. All these things are important. Many a time people, as you heard from my students, I was heading the, NM College of Commerce and Economics. It's one of the, well-known colleges in Mumbai city. I was part of that college for quite 32 years. It was affiliated to Mumbai University, but I don't remember any of my faculty who was chartered accountant going with a balance sheet or a financial statement in the class and discussing that in the class. Everything was bookish. Today, if there are 60 students, we give 60 final account, and they have to analyze that. They have to study that, because you will not be asked bookish knowledge there. You have to be practical. You should be knowing what are the ratios, how to analyze, what to do, how to interpret. If you don't do this, these are called as what? High order learning, high level learning. There's something known as Bloom's taxonomy. I don't know how many of you heard. There are 6 to 7 levels. The lowest level is remembering and memorizing and knowing. That is the lowest level. That happens up to 12. But as you go up and up and up, there are another 4-5 levels where it talks about analytical thinking, interpretation, and creation is the highest order. So I always tell my students, start creating something. Because even a financial product created, we started FinTech mainly because of that. BBA FinTech we have started with the intention that my students should come out with new FinTech platforms. New payment gateways. There are a lot of things that you can do. Innovative thinking. Challenge your own self. Challenge your mind. Challenge your capabilities. You have an infinite potential, believe me. But we do not use that. We use that for unwanted things. What are the unwanted things? I tell you. What not to do in NMIMS? Remember that. We will come heavily on you. No, zero tolerance there. First thing, say what? No to few things I tell you. One is no vaping, no smoking. That means no e-vapes. I don't know how many parents know e-vaping or how many of them know. It is a sort of a smoking device. इतना सा लाइटर जैसा रहता है, हर एक बच्चे के पॉकेट में मिल सकता है. And whenever I enter the lift also, if I see a bulge in the pocket of a child, ऐसे निकालो क्या है तेरे पॉकेट में मुझे देखना है. Means कुछ नहीं करते निकलता है कुछ. And even in washroom they go and smoke. Not accepted. We all know that Mumbai is enough polluted. India is polluted. Mumbai is equally polluted. Everywhere, metro work, this and that. Lot of dust pollution, lot of pollution everywhere. That being the case, you don't add more pollution to your lungs. You agree? Vaping takes lot smoke into your lungs, which is absolutely zero tolerance. I will call your parent immediately and say, आपके बच्चे को लेके जाओ, हमें नहीं चाहिए ऐसा बच्चा. Are you ready for this? No, I told you, zero tolerance for certain things. First one is what? No vaping. Drugs to chodi do. Cannot even think of. No drinking. There are children, they say, even parents say, ma'am, it is just a social drinking. ऐसा कोई लक्ष्मण रेखा नहीं है. मैं बोलती हूँ ये सोशल है, ये रेगुलर है. कब सोशल का रेगुलर, जब 1 पैक का 5 पैक पता नहीं चलता है. And children must have seen that in the families. That is their dad, what he does, you should be a different person. You should tell your dad, please wean off from your drinking habits. Not good, because it's going to trouble you in later part of your life. See, you should become a role model in your house. You should become something where people should say, "Aapka bacha kitna change ho gaya." Parents should come and tell us, "Ma'am, after he came to NMIMS, he has become a different person altogether. Person with a different mindset, person with a different thought process, a person with a lot of new capabilities, and not going astray, not going into wrongdoings." So no smoking, no drinking, no drugs. And last one is, which you're all doing now, is be on the Netflix, be on all possible platforms. You will say, "Kya ma'am, kuch nahi kare hum, kare to kya kare?" I don't say don't go to Netflix, don't go to Amazon, but remember that they are so smart. You will sit with that till 3 o'clock in the morning. Ek episode khatam hua. At the end, they make it such a suspense, you feel, "Arey, second dekhna hi chahiye, third dekh." Believe me, I have not seen. I don't subscribe to any of these things, but I know. Because I'm with my younger kids all the time, with young generation. That being the case, I know what happens, but without doing anything. That being the case, none of you will be awake after 11 in the night. Promise? Promise? I didn't hear you should be louder than what I say. Promise? Big S? Put your hand on your heart and say, "We are promising, ma'am. Ma'am, nothing of this will do." All 4 things which are said. No drinking, no smoking, no drugs, not to stay awake late night. I didn't get your promises. Sabko cross. You all agree? I want my kids to be my kids, with my values, with my way of thinking, with my way of building the institution, and we'll be proud, faculty, proud dean of a school where my kids are growing with lot of dignity, lot of grace, lot of poise. That's what I expect. Correct? So this is another thing to remember, what not to do in NMIMS School of Commerce. Next I come to your attendance norms. Given a choice, 100%. What is attendance? 100%. You all agree? Ma'am, ye kya hai? Yes. See, not being in their class means what? You are missing out lot of learning. For no reason you stay at home. बाद में मैम मैं बीमार था. काय की बीमारी रे? 4 बजे सोया तो बीमारी होगा ना? सुबह 4 बजे सोया. वाह, आपकी मन की बात बन गई ना? इतना बड़ा clap for me because I spoke what you do. And you have with me. You will be facing me on a day-to-day basis and you will be in trouble. Nothing doing. You have to be there in the class and giving lame excuses. झूठे बहाने नहीं चलेंगे. I want, immediately I will ask and you will get a medical from Tom, Dick and Harry nearby. या जू में बैठे बहुत सारे लोग, मैं 10 डॉक्टर का नाम ले सकती हूँ. कौन कौन झूठे मेडिकल दे सकते हैं? मे बी 500 रुपए से 1200 रुपए तक. And again at the end to your dad's pocket. And that is done. And lost learning is something different. It is double loss. You all agree? I want you parent to be I told parents to be with me. You have to be with me. You have to tell, we heard your ma'am, your dean ma'am. We want you to follow every bit that she said. Kya ho gaya? Okay. Are my kids across campuses there? Chandigarh, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Indore, Navi Mumbai. Are you able to hear me, all of you? Yatin, have they joined? Yatin? Okay, all campuses have joined. So you should listen. When I go to campus also, बच्चे बोलते मैम हमने सुना आपको, आप बात किया ना इस दिन 13 जुलाई को हमने सुना. सिर्फ सुन के कुछ नहीं होता है, अमल में आना चाहिए. It should come in your day-to-day life, correct? सुनने में अच्छा लगता है, क्लैप बजाने में और भी अच्छा. बाहर जाते ही सब भूल गए, नहीं चलेगा. I keep repeating, I come to your class and keep telling you, you have to be like that. Agreed? So attendance is what? 100%. Then what, ma'am, if less than 100? We do consider genuine cases. There are genuine cases. Believe me, I go beyond my capacity to help such cases. This time there was a boy with a blood cancer. And I went beyond my capacity to help the child. Because till he was detected with blood cancer, he was with us, attending regularly, then he stopped coming. Or a child had a fracture. He fractured and could not walk. See, we are human beings. We always consider it. But for silly reasons, for no reason, you stay at home is not acceptable. You got a fever one day, you can inform us, I'm really sick, ma'am, you should inform within 1 or 2 days, the moment you fall sick. Not that 3-4 दिन घर जाके बैठ गए outside stool. No, नहीं चलेगा. You have to be informing us. We should know your whereabouts. You are clear about this? So whenever you get sickness or you are not well, at this age you should not fall sick given a choice. I am never sick, I am always there in the college. So sickness is mental than the physical. सुबह उठ नहीं सकते, sick है. Lazy हो गए, sick है. Is mental sickness. You all agree? So my children will be highly positive, and at the same time, I will not hear anybody saying, ma'am, I am under panic attack. These are very common words, which we did not know. We used to find in dictionary. Panic क्या होता है? Then they would come and say, ma'am, anxiety attack. क्या की एंग्जाइटी? पढ़ाई नहीं की एग्जाम में तो एंग्जाइटी होगा. पढ़ के आओ ना, एंग्जाइटी भाग जाएगी. I always tell kids, exam should be a festival to celebrate. Why? 2 hours of peace, nobody to disturb. Whatever I have studied, I will showcase what I have studied to my faculty, saying that, sir, look, madam, you look, you taught all this and I presented it beautifully for you to check. That should be a celebration, not anxiety, panic, stress. Remember this is very important. You have to put in your psyche every day, मैं इतना अच्छा करूं, I do so well, I will showcase my knowledge in my exam on the paper, and faculty, of course, we don't know who is who. We always barcode the paper. Faculty doesn't know who is who. But once the results are out, you come and say, sir, I got this much. Then oh, that was your paper. Wonderfully you had done. We should ask the control of examination to show the paper to us again. Kitna acha kiya tha mera bachcha. That is what we look at. See, it is all next 3 years, you say, formative years of yours. Till now, what you did was all base. Foundation हो गया है. अब बड़ी building खड़ी करनी है, so you had to work hard for that. You all agree with me? I want every child and a parent to cooperate with me to build my school and see to it that we all become a part of this big institution where proudly we'll say, whatever I invested in my child's education was worth it. I'm a commerce teacher. I always say ROI, calculate karo. Return on investment, are we getting it or not? We have to find it out. You all agree? When your child gets a 22 lakh package after 3 or 4 years, you said, worth it. Chalo, acha ho gaya. Hai na? When he makes in one of the IIMs, you'll say it was worth it. When he goes abroad, you'll say it was worth it. And many of my students who are studying abroad, and some of them went under, our collaboration program, dual degree program, they are doing very well. They were in Dean's list of that university. We have a tie-up with Albany, New York, and they did so wonderful. They went during COVID, after the COVID, because during COVID they were online, and both the kids did so well. The Albany people wrote to us saying that your students were wonderful. This is what we love to hear. Our goodwill is that when you shine everywhere, not only in India but abroad, we are proud. You make us proud. And I want every child of mine to make me proud. You'll all make me proud? And first make yourself proud. Every day morning you get up and say, I always say, what? Attitude only of gratitude. Thank. Morning, get up and, oh, late ho gaya, chalo, brush karo, jana hai, nahi to attend, nahi. Sit on your bed for 2 minutes. Thank the Almighty, saying that, thank you, you gave us a wonderful life, we are healthy, we are doing good. Then thank your parents, sitting on the bed. Mama, Dada, thank you so much, you gave us a wonderful life. We are so blessed. Then you get down and go to washroom. Otherwise, everything in haphazard manner. Your mind is not set. Set your mind. 2 minutes cool. And then you start the day. Thanking the Almighty, thanking, your parents is very important. Nobody will sacrifice as much as your parents sacrifice for you. They always see to it that you should get the best. And as everyone says, and even Deveta sir was saying that, well, nowadays only one child, we want to give everything, all possible things that we have to give to our child. So that being the case, I tell the parent, do not spoil. Giving does not mean you are sacrificing for them. No. Sacrifice not at the cost of spoiling the kid. You all agree? You will not sacrifice for spoiling your children. Okay, coming back to certain things. Already my people in the aisles are saying, ma'am, you are going haywire. बहुत time ले रही हो. Because next batch आने वाली है, BCom, BSc Finance, FinTech and all. Okay. Coming to certain things here. As I told you, attendance rules 100%. And you have to maintain anything above 80%. Students should not say, मेरा 48 lectures हो गया और मेरा 35 lectures हो गया, I will not attend. No. आपका 80% complete हुआ तो भी you should attend till 100%. That's very important. Because lot of learning misses out when you don't sit in the class. Learning happens only when you are in the class. You get it? You will say, ma'am, कर लूँगा. मेरे friend से notes ले लिया. Notes लेना है तो घर में बैठो ना. NMIMS आने की क्या जरूरत है? No. You have to be in the class. All parents watch for this? Yes. Then, earlier slide. Attendance slide. कहाँ रे? आप लोग जाने दो. Okay. Then we have student portal. What is student portal? We call it as LSR, Learning Management System. That portal is very necessary for each one of you. It will become active for you from August first week because a lot of streamlining is taking place. You can see your attendance. We will be also putting that attendance to you every Monday and Thursday. Parents will also get the message. आपके बच्चे का attendance क्या है? So, see to it that you give your proper email address to us and your phone number. नहीं तो बच्चे खुद का ही phone number 2 बार देते हैं, मेरे राधिका है, मेरा है, मम्मी का. And they are so smart, they misguide us because when they write, we can't see everyone क्या repeat किया है क्या नहीं. उनको भी पता है हम भी busy है, डाल दिया चलो. नहीं. You parents should be responsible giving us the right number. Parents can also access the portal. The portal gives you attendance, gives you timetables, gives you term and exam results, gives you exam timetables, assessment, assignments, all these things are put on portal. So you people have to access the portal very often. You should not say मेरा portal काम नहीं कर रहा है तो immediately आके IT department को बोलना school का मेरा portal नहीं चल रहा देखो. Within a minute it gets fixed. But you cannot say my portal, I cannot access the portal. It will not happen. It has to be accessible. You should check the portal every day, every alternate day. If they say upload on the portal, you have to upload certain things on the portal on time. Not that आज 12 बजे को पहले 5 मिनट सब अपलोड करेंगे तो वो भी क्रैश हो जाएगा. मैम आई वाज ट्राइंग, इट डिड नॉट गेट अपलोडेड. अरे पूरा दिन पड़ा था, 12 बजे अपलोड करना है क्या? So be punctual. Make use of every minute. I always say time is precious. We always say time pass, chill, cool. That's the only thing which you cannot save. You all agree? If at all we could have saved our time, we'd have deposited somewhere and got it back, I think everyone would have loved it. But nahi, gaya 1 minute to gaya. Fir se zindagi mein nahi aayega. So make best of every minute of your life. You should say, I lived my life, dear. That is how I want to live. Because I am a part of every second of my life. Because we just live, time pass karte baithte hain, घंटों तक हॉटस्टार क्या, अमेजॉन प्राइम क्या, वो सब पैसे बनाते हैं आपके यहाँ एट योर कॉस्ट. हम fools, we sit and waste our time. My children are not fools. They are very smart. So they will promise me that, ma'am, nothing wrong we will do. We all promise you. We may not loudly tell you, but we'll promise you. That's very important. Okay? So I go little ahead. Few things that you have to know. Do's and don'ts of, our school. So examination rule, I spend a minute on this. Examination rules have changed. They have become student-friendly now more. Earlier, our passing criteria was 50%. That will be there for second and third year student. But first year students are coming at an NEP. Anupama, why don't you sit there somewhere? You're standing for long. So, you have to see that the portal, the passing criteria was 50% earlier. Now it has come down to 40% under NEP. Because NEP is redefining the passing criteria, it will be same across the country as such. 40% is passing. 40% passing means we have 10-point grading system, that is 90, 100 to 90, 90, 90, 90, then 89 point to, from 100 to 0, there are 10 grades with an interval of 10, 10, 10. And what happens there? Up to 7, you will have various grades they give, excellent, outstanding, and all those things. When you go to SRB, you get to know that. I'll come to SRB on that. But one thing is true, you will get just a passing if you are between 40 to 49. But you have to score more. You don't want P in everything. What is P? Being in NMIMS, just P lene aaye kya? Most of it should be outstanding, above 90. Correct? My children should focus that. As I told you, focus is important. Goals need to be set. So, earlier we used to have 40%, 50% passing, now we have come to 40% passing. Next you have to remember is, though 40% is passing, there are two components. One is internal. I always tell my kids, internal is like a piggy bank. 2-3 internals होते हैं, 4 internal होते हैं, 10 mark का, 15 mark का, 20 mark का. उसमें you have to score and go on depositing marks internal का. So internal 4 महीने semester है. Out of that 4 months, internals are conducted on a regular basis, and that marks have to be deposited. That remains with you. Then at the end of the semester, you have a final exam. That final exam we call it as term and exam. We call it TEE, term and examination. In TEE, if it is a paper of 50 marks, suppose 100 mark paper hai, 4 credit hai to 100 mark paper hai. So 100 mark paper, you will have 50 internal, 50 term end. Okay? In that 50 term end, you have to score minimum 40%. 40% of 50 is how much? 20. Calci nahi chahiye iske liye. 40% of 50 is 20 marks. You get 18 or 19, you fail. Remember that. Suppose in internal assessment you have 25 and you got 18 here, you are 43, but still you are failed. You'll say, ma'am, I got more than 40, I should be passed. No, you did not get the eligibility of 40% in your term end. Am I making sense to parents? So remember that any subject you have, you should get term end mein 40%. If it is a 25 mark paper, you should get at least 10 to make 40%. So like that, remember, you get anything less than the 40%, you will be declared fail. However much you have scored in internal. Internal you may have 45, 48, but you got term end mein 18, 10, 12, ho jayega 60, but you will be fail. Why? 40% criteria are not met. Am I clear? This is another important thing to remember as far as examination is concerned. And you are not supposed to miss out the internals. Whenever you miss out the internal for genuine reason, we will see to it that re-internal will be conducted. Otherwise, you will be marked 0 there. So, 1 internal 0, so you are losing marks in that. You have to be very cautious. Everything you have to monitor your own self. And you should become very, active mentally. Not that for wrong reasons. You have to be active in such a way that, tomorrow is internal, I have to be there in the class before time and all those things. Okay? So this is very important. My students should be alert about the timetable that we declared about internal, term and all this thing. These are the important information that you should have. So in addition to that, this is, examination, grading system you have seen. This is the grading system. One thing I want to tell you, we have something known as SRB. What is SRB? Student Resource Book. What is it? Student Resource Book. This Student Resource Book has 3 chapters. One is the university wala, which is common to all the schools. Second is examination rules and regulation, which is made very clear to you. And third is the school related. So there are 3 versions, 3 chapters in that. You should go through that, and every parent and the student should sign saying that I have read SRB, I am aware of all the rules and regulations. See, in 1 hour I may not be able to give you all the rules and regulations of the university, of the school and everything. You should read, and if you don't understand, if any rule you find ambiguous, no clarity you did not get, they are very clear, but you did not get the clarity, then we are there to explain you. But you should go through the SRB and sign it for us and say we have gone through the SRB and this is the approval that we give, we are okay with, we understand. This is something about SRB part, which every student should read. And as I told you, some of the do's and don'ts, I came to some of the don'ts. Already I have told few don'ts, correct? Kya don'ts? Say no to smoking, drinking, watching and drugs, not once, every time. 1,000 times. Many a time what happens, if you are in a group, they are all smoking, they offer you once or twice, thrice, you say no, no, no. Next time they say, अरे वो बंदा पीता नहीं रे, smoke नहीं करता, क्यों उसको insist करते? होता है नहीं है? You should have the guts to say no. You should say no means no. Our Dean ma'am has said, you may be in another group. Dressing means, mainly because we are housed in engineering college. Our new building is getting constructed. Until even in our college, school and engineering school, lot of corporate people visit for lectures, for various other things, for placement and all. When they see children in a shabbily dressed manner, they say, "Ye students hai, aise aate hai." See, still the corporate world is different. You cannot go to corporate in a ripped jeans, torn jeans, topless, bottomless, this less, that less. No. You have to be decently dressed. I don't tell my girls to wear or my children to wear sari like me. No. I am not insisting like that, but decently dressed. When people look at you, they should not feel odd to look at you. You should be decently dressed. Maybe t-shirt, maybe jeans, not torn jeans. Security अंदर ही ले लेगा, बाहर भेजेगा आपको. And not flip-flop. And boys, of course, rainy season I can understand, but you cannot wear very short dresses. Not allowed. It's a college. It's a school. Maintain the decorum of the school. That's very, very important. Next thing is, as I told you, people should be very understanding. This generation is becoming very selfish, according to me. Me, myself. And beyond that, I don't look. No. You are in a society where there are a lot of problems. I often tell my students, suppose 1 or 2 students are sitting alone in a corner, not talking to anyone, go and sit next to them, find out what they are. Do they have a friend or not? Many a time they don't have friends at all. They come from outside city. You should make friends with them. Friendship is not made on looks, money or anything. Friendship is meeting of hearts. Correct? You should make a friend. You should help them come out. See, we can come out of all these things which is happening in the society, a lot of suicides happening in the younger generation, or stress level going up, or anxiety level going up, mainly because we build up everything inside. किसी से बोलना नहीं. बोले तो वो क्या सोचेगा, ये क्या सोचेगी. But when you have a friend, share heart, you can talk heart to heart, then I'm sure you will see this will vanish. because in our generation we had siblings only. घर में तो आराम से 2-3 बच्चे होते थे माँ बाप के. Plus में if it was joint family, you had another few cousins. So you had all the time fighting with each other, survival. It was survival instinct. Now, I will survive because my parents will take care of me. अरे बाबा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to understand, you live in a society. We need social get together. We want to talk, we want to share, that is very important. And caring and sharing is the life. And I want every child to remember that I will be a part of something and I will see to it that I will help others. Helping others is very important. That makes your life different. So that's another thing to remember. And whenever you feel that somebody is lonely, you have to come and tell the office, ma'am, just look into this boy or this girl. She's always sitting alone. Something is wrong. You call and talk to her. We will take care of that. Children do come to us saying that, ma'am, I want to talk to you one-on-one. Ma'am, I want to discuss certain thing. There are multiple issues, but they want somebody to hear them, somebody to give an ear to them. You all agree? So we should train our kids to become like that. Empathy is a very important quality that you should imbibe. And, I'm very careful about it. So, okay, coming to lot of associations we have. What does association does? People should not think association is fun frolic. Maja masti. Nahi. It teaches you. I have put a list of things what it teaches. When I entered this college, I said a lot of associations should come up for the student. And each association is brought out with a specific objective. And those objectives are met. These are the associations in Mumbai campus. And such associations are there. Association activity, there are around 11 associations. And you will be able to see that each association, what you like, you can join. Maybe SRS, student, social responsibility forum, maybe tech club, maybe e-cell, entrepreneurship cell. Lot of startups have come up from this school, believe me. And our earlier speaker was saying, you remember that, we want to see some of you come out with a unicorn. Wonderful, we want to see that, but at least start off with some startup. And one thing I want to tell you, lot of, skills need to be developed. What skill? First is communication. Many of you can talk, not that you cannot talk, but communicating, relevant talk, sensible talk, talking to other people is very important. Communication skills are very important. Thought process should be developed to communicate effectively. Communication skill, networking skill, leadership quality, negotiation skill, all these skills help you. See, over a period, artificial intelligence is going to take over a lot of things. Does it mean human being will become redundant? No. Human can never become redundant because we develop new things to survival, new things to survive in the corporate world. And these will be the human skills which are very important. We call it a soft skill, you can call human skills, you can call life skills, whatever the skill you call. These skills are very, very important. You should develop that. Remember that all our teaching is student-centric. What is the learning outcome? Is this a learning? You should say that if I sit 1 hour in a class, it's 1 hour of your life you have given. You should say that what I learned, how much I learned, what are the value addition happened in my life. Did I learn new things? That you should evaluate your own self. That's very important. You cannot say 1 घंटा time pass कर दिया, teacher blah blah कर रहे थे, हम तो switch off करके बैठे थे. I always say mind is a mobile organ, more mobile than your mobile phone. It can go out anytime, anywhere. Correct? यहाँ बैठे हो आप घर जाके आ जाएंगे 2 मिनट में, 2 सेकंड में, 2 fraction of a second में. Class is going on, you're with broad eyes, you're sitting like this. Teacher feels बच्चा है class में, but मन नहीं है. Class में physically and mentally you should be present. Agreed? Because you should not go out of the class. Physically तो जा सकते नहीं, teacher है, mentally जा सकते हैं. You should be there. That's very, very important another thing. Train your mind for good things. Positive thinking is very important. Everyone, today you go to YouTube, you'll find 1,000, videos on for positive thinking. Easy to say, but start working on that. Always think good, always think positive. That's very important. That's something you have to remember about this. And Few things are left. I just wind up before I go. What are the things left? Yes, these things I don't want to share immediately now. As you enter the school, you get to know. First semester you have yoga. Yoga and positive thinking. 30 hours of yoga classes will be delivered. Every class will have a faculty, maybe 10 hours of classroom and 20 hours on the, you may be told to bring the, yoga mat. That's all a part of NEP. You know, India is going yoga way, correct? Whole world is watching India. Yoga day and all we have announced, all world follows that. And I want my kids to be healthy. And once we develop that habit, you will start practicing even at home. Maybe pranayam, maybe certain exercises, and that's very important for you. This other thing to remember, and as you go ahead with every semester, you get to know what are the things that are there. And along with that, we have a lot of international linkages that under session we'll be holding over a period of either 1 week or fortnight. You'll get to know about that. And one thing I want to tell you, that you should be an ideal person. You don't compete with anyone, compete with your own self. You should say, when I came to Mumbai, I was here, now I'm here, now I'm here. You have to raise your own bar. It is not that I compete with him, compete with her, no. You should not compete with anyone, compete with your own self. Make yourself a better person. Keep on improving your own self. And you should feel, I'm becoming better and better and better. And as I told you, you have an infinite potential to grow and develop, but that is in your hand. We will help you. We are only mentors, but you have to help yourself to grow. And that's very important. Every class will have a mentor. As I mentioned, the mentor. Every class will have a teacher mentor. You can address the issues to them, or if you have anything of a serious nature, you can address to me also, or to the dean, or you can address it to any of the faculty where you want to go and talk to them. All these facilities are there. You should not say nobody to talk, nothing like that. We are always there for our students, whom I call as my kids, okay? So this is something you have to remember. And I always conclude with a, sentence of Sri Vivekananda. Read it out for you. And I would just say, I will not read it out for you. Not good for you, reject it as poison. Anything which is not good for you, reject it as a poison, because it will not bring any. See, many people feel that if you take this intoxication, I am at the 7th cloud, 8th cloud. That is not 8th cloud, it's a poison for you. You all agree? People who drink may be coming out with, they are in the 8th cloud, or they are in the, moon or space, wherever they are. But it is wrong for them. So Vivekananda ji says, reject it as a poison. The intoxication is because of knowledge, because of your spiritual attitude, because of the help that you give others. That should create that kick in you, not these wrong things which are there in and out. So I want my every child to say that I will become the best human being. I will become the best of myself, so that I become an asset to the society. I become an asset to my parents. I become an asset to my own self, where I can say that I'm perfectly tuned and perfectly, improving myself. Every day, check what bad things you did, list it out, say this should not be repeated. You should go on increasing your good deeds and become better and better day by day. I wish you all the best. Your next 3 years or 4 years with me, with us at ASM Associate should be a wonderful journey which you will cherish forever, because remember that these 3 or 4 years, 3 years is graduate, 4 years honors if you stay, they are the formative years in your life. This life will never ever come back, because you are not over matured or zero mature, no. You are at a proper age to receive wonderful education, wonderful knowledge, wonderful behavior pattern. Once you improve now, you have done your life, you have improved for your life. But once you go down here, as I tell you, Mumbai is a capital city, Mumbai is a party city, Mumbai is, name a thing, it's Mumbai. But you have to say that Mumbai is a capital city. I have come here to make my life. I've come here to learn. I want to do something in financial sector. I want to do something in marketing sector. I want to do something. I want to prove myself. If you focus, you will be there. But if your focus goes everywhere, then you are nowhere. I request everyone, thank you for being there with me. I think all of you were really connected with me. And remember whatever I said, it is only for your good and your good. Wish you a wonderful journey for next 3 or 4 years as you remain with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We congratulate all the students who are now part of this premier institution and also wish them luck for their journey with NMIMS. We also thank the parents for sparing their valuable time to attend this orientation. You can proceed to the foyer for refreshments from the front to exit.
Once again, good morning everyone. We would firstly like to welcome our Director Ma'am, Dr. Narayani Ramachandran, our Chief Guest, Mr. Gaurav Sinha, and our Guest of Honor, Ms. Iram Kutsia.
To mark the auspicious beginning of our inauguration ceremony, we will now proceed with the traditional lighting of the lamp. This sacred act symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and ushering in of knowledge and wisdom. Firstly, we would like to welcome Mr. Srinivas Murthy sir for the invocation song to seek the blessings of God. We would also like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Gaurav Sinha, our guest of honor, Ms. Iram Kutsia, and our director, Dr. Narayani Ramachandran, our program chair, Ms. Kavita Desai, our coordinator, Ms. Parul Srinivas, and any 2 volunteers from the first year to kindly come forward and light the lamp, illuminating the path to a bright and promising future for our college. We request all of you to stand up for the same.
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी। विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। या कुन्देन्दुशारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्मच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता। सा मम पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
Now we request all of you to remain standing for NMIMS anthem.
Easy, we give our best shot each and every time.
We set the standard, we are the future. We are a part of this institute so fine. NMIMS, NMIMS,
transcend horizons, however far.
we have what it takes, we make a great team. At NMIMS, each one is a star. NMIMS, NMIMS, NMIMS,
You can all sit down now. So moving forward, I would request Dr. Narayani ma'am to come forward and felicitate the guests for the day. Firstly, I would request ma'am to honor our chief guest, Mr. Gaurav Sinha. Next, I would request ma'am to honor Ms. Iram Kitsia, the guest of honor. Moving forward, we will now have Diksha Arambham. Diksha Arambham is a practice that has been followed at NMIMS Bengaluru since its inception. Every year, we invite our esteemed guests, faculty, students, and their parents to come ahead and light diyas as a significance of acclamation to their new surroundings, developing bonds with fellow students and teachers, developing sensitivity to various issues of social relevance, and imbibing human values in them so that they can become responsible citizens. The goal of Diksha Arambham is to help new students adjust and feel comfortable in their new environment, instill the institution's ethos and cultures in them, assist them in building bonds with other students and faculty members, and expose them to a sense of larger purpose and self-exploration. We would now begin our proceedings for Diksha Arambham in the open space near the quadrangle on the ground floor. I would request the faculty members, staff, and the guests to proceed for Diksha Arambham.
Very pleasant good afternoon to one and all gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to the chief guest and guest of honor, Mr. Gaurav and Ms. Iram, and my dear faculty colleagues, staff members, and beloved parents, and my dear incoming batch of BBA, batch 9. Welcome you all to NMIMS Bengaluru Campus. Welcome you to Bengaluru. Is it not a dream city of the youngsters? Yes? So it gives me immense joy in extending a warm welcome on behalf of the trust, on behalf of my management, and on behalf of all our own faculty and staff colleagues here. Thank you. So should I have to conclude my speech or should I have to continue? It signals two things. You might have heard a lot from the live streaming. The dignitaries from Mumbai, they would have given you the backup of the brief of what the university stands for and how do we offer the program, what to look for the next 3 years. So let me give you a brief overview of what is happening here at NMIMS Bengaluru campus. I hope you have selected this program by choice and you are here by choice, not by force. Am I right? Let me congratulate you for taking this decision to choose NMIMS Bengaluru campus for launching your career journey. Thank you. So this is second sign. I'll count. Third clap, I will retire and leave the forum, leave the dais to them. Okay. This campus houses School of Business Management, which offers MBA program, School of Commerce, which offers BBA program, BSc Finance, and BCom. And we have School of Law, which offers BBA, BA LLB and BBA LLB. And School of Economics, which offers BSc Economics. So you have an eclectic mix of students, facilities, faculty members who will mentor you, tutor you, and guide you and support you in your journey. Be assured, every walk of your career journey, the next 3 years, we are going to ensure that you are going to be handheld and you are going to lead the path of dream that you would like to achieve for. And one or two things that I would like to give a glimpse about NMIMS Bengaluru campus. Be assured the curriculum that has been offered to you is a very hard work of the learned faculty members, esteemed group, which will guide you, they have come out with. The academic rigor in the process of delivering the course content has been very carefully, meticulously planned. I am sure Dean of the School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta K, would have briefed you about inch by inch of what is going to be offered for the next 3 or 4 years in School of Commerce. I am sure you have noted down all the important points that she has given it to you. At campus, NMIMS Bengaluru, you have it all in terms of facilities, in terms of lab, in terms of support services. You have it all. We have a wonderful placement team. We have an excellent support staff. We have excellent admin staff in terms of finance, accounts, library, or lab facilities, or your academic administration. I'm sure in the day will unfold with you getting introduced to the team which is present here. What do we want in turn? You're going to pursue your education, college education here. What do we want? I would like to set it very clear to you, to each and everyone gathered here. From today onwards, you're not so-and-so as an individual. You're going to be the brand ambassador of NMIMS Bengaluru Campus. Am I making myself clear? So I have to close the talk now. So ensure that you behold the brand with the pride, with the responsibility. Right? Ensure that you live up to the brand and take it to the next level. Pursue excellence in whatever you pursue. Right? Ensure that you live up to the standards of your dream, your parents, for the society, and also for the nation as a whole. Thank you very much. I'll meet you very soon with a lengthier lecture with no claps in between. Let me leave the forum to the audience. I think I have to exercise the sustainability vote, right? Okay. Should we have to ask them to raise? Yes. This is one of the important event which happens in orientation as well as in convocation. You all know about environmental, sustainable society that we have to protect and lead. Yes? So NMIMS, we take it very seriously. All of you have this sustainability both with you? Have you? Yeah, I'll give a moment for them to pick it up. Yes. Why do we take the oath? To adhere to it. We take a pledge to ensure that every letter to the T we implement it in every walks of our life, either in the campus or outside the campus. Are you all ready to take it up along with me? No energy? Thank you. So I'm going to read it out. I'll insert my name. You have to insert your name. I, Narayani Ramachandran, pledge to champion sustainability in every facet of my life, fostering collaboration, driving systematic change towards a sustainable, equitable, and prosperous world. I will conserve resources, minimize waste, and protect biodiversity while promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion in all endeavors. Ethical conduct, moral courage, and accountability will guide my actions, ensuring transparency and governance excellence. With integrity as my compass, I embrace my duty to uplift humanity and steward our planet responsibly, inspiring others to do the same. I commit to being a transformational leader, prioritizing sustainability, integrity, and social responsibility, and making a positive impact on our world. Thank you. The esteemed chief guest and guest of honor, let me invite them to deliver their wonderful speech. Thank you very much.
Now, we would like to call upon our chief guest, Mr. Gaurav Sinha, to address the gathering. Mr. Gaurav has 17 plus years of experience in sales, business development, and product marketing with leading global organizations. He has spent a large part of his career in managing and growing global product marketing functions from India. In his current role at Salesforce, Mr. Gaurav serves as the Senior Director of Product Marketing for Salesforce. And is leading the charter to set up a team of global product marketers that support multiple businesses ranging across financial services, health and life sciences, manufacturing, AI, analytics, loyalty, and more. It is our immense pleasure to have you here with us, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not sure what to make of the claps anymore after ma'am, your address. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's my immense pleasure and privilege to be here. Thank you to Narayani ma'am, Eklavya sir, esteemed members of the faculty, a special set which is parents, and all of you students today. I am beyond honored to be standing here today, and the least I can say is it makes me extremely nostalgic. Takes me back many years in my life when I was sitting as a student on the other side of the dais. All right, I've tried to make some notes on what to say, but I'm not sure if I'll stick to those. Just bear with me. So today is going to be a milestone moment for all of you. It's the culmination of years and years of hard work, grit, determination, sacrifices, and not just by you students, but by your parents, by your families, by your support system, by your friends, your teachers in school. So many people have had to, shape you to be here today. So feel extremely proud. It's a big milestone in your lives. You're opening a great new chapter. So just to, recognize that, a big round of applause, not just for yourself, but everybody else who's played a role in your life. I'll talk about three things today, and this is a function of not my original thoughts. This is a function of what I have learned, what I have seen as part of, my career, my time in college, hearing some great people speak. So I'm going to talk about three things. And, I promise to keep it short, don't want to get in the way of lunch. So the first one is, let me ask all of you a question. How many of you think you're awesome? Some show of hands. Okay, is that all? Okay, I see a few more raising their hands. I will raise my hand. I will say I'm awesome. Yeah? Don't be shy. Come on, say you're awesome. You're here. Okay, wonderful. I see a lot of you raising your hands and saying you're awesome. My ask of you today is to be awesome, yes, but to also be flawsome. And what does it mean? It means that you need to have flaws. One thing I can promise you, 3 years down the line, when you graduate, when you get out of the doors of this campus and face the real world, you will fail. You will get punched. You will fall down. So the sooner you get comfortable with that, you will lead a richer life. You will be, it'll be for the better. So, yes, you're awesome that you've done all the great things in life and you've come here, and you will continue to be awesome. But if you could make one change, is try and be flawsome. Accept your flaws, make those mistakes, because life is made up of experiences. You cannot win every single time. And the sooner we learn that, I think it's not about the setbacks, it's about the comebacks. Right? So that's one thing that really resonates with me, and not that I had this wisdom when I was sitting here on the other side of the dais, but today I truly believe that failures are a big part of success. There is no success if there is no failure. The second thing I'll talk about is be courageous, be bold, take risks. You would have taken some, but trust me, you're in a new phase of life, and this is when I would really, really urge you to do something that you never have, because that's when you learn what you love to do. There is a saying that we say that when you spend a lot of hours doing something that you don't like, it leads to stress. When you spend a lot of hours doing something that you like, it leads to passion. Now, how do we know? It's not like there's a formula, there's a playbook, no. So I can tell you a little exercise that you can do. The first thing you need to do is to put yourself out there. You think you can be the best basketball player outside of class, please try and do it. You think you can be the best debater, please try and do it. You think you're going to be the best in academics, please try and do it. Now, how do we go about it? If we don't know what we're really good at, or if we want to try out new things, start to journal. Get yourself a journal book, a diary, and then end of every day, it's a very simple exercise. Please score yourself a +1, a +2, or a +3 if you think the day has been great. And then just write a little note on, why do you think it's a +1, a +2, or +3. +1 is nice day, +2 is great day, +3 is ecstatic, couldn't be better. But not all days will be a positive. There'll be days that you don't feel great. There'll be days that, you don't feel the best. Those are the days I want you to mark as -1, -2, and -3. The worst days is a -3. The days that could be better, -2, and the days which are like, neither here nor there is a -1. You'll see that there's no 0 because there's no neutral day. Your day is made up of many experiences. And then all I want you to do is, at the end of a week or a month or a fortnight, whatever you think is right, you should go back and look at the patterns. Look at what are those days that make it to a +2 or a +3. I'm sure you'll see a pattern emerge that when I do something X, this is what happens. And when I do something Y, I have a really bad day. So the goal in life is to try and minimize those minus days and try and maximize those plus days, which is when you will start to see that, there are certain things you truly enjoy. And if those can kind of coincide with things that you want to do in life, I would say absolutely model those. Okay, the third thing, which is probably the most important thing, and the one thing that we learn, or at least I did not learn very early in life, and I hope I did, is be kind. If there's only one thing you can take away from my, discourse today or my talk today, is please be kind. End of the day, let me ask you, what is the end goal? You ask a CEO, what's your end goal? They might just say that, hey, it's to raise profits and make my company the best ever. You ask a sportsman, they'll say it's to win the World Cup or, what have you. But at the end of the day, if I ask you what is that one single thing every successful person wants to get to, is to put a smile on someone's face. That's the only thing that binds every one of us. You can go really fast if you go alone, but you can go really far if you go together. So find your cheerleaders, find your people in your corner, because end of the day, we will never, ever, ever have the best day every day of our life. We will fall. There will be setbacks. So find the kind of people who you can take along with you, who you can reach out to and seek help for. If you can be kind, trust me, you will be successful. You may be successful without being kind, but you definitely won't be successful for a long time without being kind. So those were my 3 things. One last thing I want to ask all of you is that how many of you think you have a great idea of what you want to do when you get out of these gates, when you're done with college? Yeah? I think I had a great idea when I got into my college. Yeah? None of you have a great idea on what you want to do after college, or you have some idea? Okay, good. We have a little exercise. Eklavya sir, I need your help for this. If we can just pass around a few chits of paper. Yeah? Okay, everybody has a chit of paper? Just write down what you want to do after college. Maybe somebody wants to go do an MBA, someone wants to get a PhD, someone wants to get a job at an investment bank, I don't know. Yeah? Or maybe start your own startup. Bangalore is the right city to be for. So just write it down, and then what we'll do is we'll just go around the room, collect it in a little bowl, and then I'll have an ask for ma'am and sir. And no one's going to hold you accountable for it. So just whatever comes to mind, write it. And when you're done writing, I would say just pass on the paper to the end person in your row, so that we can all put them in the bowl. Just call you, ma'am. Okay, I'm holding something extremely valuable. This is all your dreams, right? Now, what have you done? What you've done is you've shared your dreams. Now, you've made each and every person in this room accountable for your dreams. What I'm going to do is I'm going to please request ma'am here. My request of you, ma'am, is to please preserve, yeah? And we're all accountable today for all of you. Thank you so much for doing that. My last 2 words is just hang loose, enjoy the ride, and don't forget to smell the roses. Thank you. It's been a privilege to be here today. And with that, I'll invite Aram to please take the stage. Sorry.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and insightful words. They have truly resonated with us and have set a powerful tone for the rest of our event.
Moving ahead, we would like to call upon our guest of honor, Ms. Iram Kutsia, to address the gathering. She has over 14 years of experience in human resources. She has led a fabulous people team at MyGate, a leading security and community management app. Her mission is to help the organization connect, develop, and care for people. She is passionate on every aspect of the people function and have spent almost a decade and a half in scaling HR operations, recruiting, and learning and development at fast-moving global companies.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's the energy level of the room? Do I have to ask, how's the Josh? So, you all had breakfast, right? Was it quite early in the morning? See? Okay, so wouldn't take that long, right? So, keep your stopwatches open, maybe max 10 minutes, but I would need your energies. So, I am a person who gets infected by positive energy and I double my energy out, right? Promise? Promise? Okay, if I'll be slow, you'll be loud, is it? Okay, fine. Do we have a hand mic if possible? Actually, I also had certain pointers ready, but after that amazing address that we had from Mr. Gaurav, no pointers can suffice whatever we are feeling today after entering NMIMS. I know it is your first day, but you know the kind of feelings we have right now, we are so overwhelmed, it feels like it's us re-entering our alma mater, right? So how many of you have kind of traveled from another city to Bangalore? Wow. Almost everyone. Wow. How's the feeling? Nervous? How many nervous? Excited? Overwhelmed? Bored already? Yeah. So this is like nostalgic for me. I also, for my graduation, for the very first time, moved out of my hometown. And you know that song from Tare Zameen Par? Ma was playing in the background. I felt like my parents no more like me because they're dropping me in a hostel. I know what will happen. And things kind of changed in 3 months. It only took me 3 months to tell my parents for every weekend or an extended weekend that I want to be in hostel because there's a project. Because there are late classes, I can't come on every next weekend. Please understand. I'm sure this is Gen Z, we are millennials. I might sound a little old school to you. You must be thinking that already we were waiting for these times, right? Trust me, this will be the golden time for your entire life. If given a chance for me, like if I have to time travel, the time that I'll choose to go back will be my graduation time. The time that was first time I explored what does it mean to be independent. You know, I explored a lot of interest. Otherwise, being in school, it was like every time going back home, telling my elder sister what happened, sharing things with my parents, how should I react to a particular scenario. But things changed. Staying independently is a beautiful, beautiful thing, guys. It's a life skill. And whatever you will explore now, the city, the people, you know, even the faculty, the kind of connect you have now, you will have now with your teachers will be different. Of course, respect will be there. But now you'll get to know that they can also be our life coaches. Till today, I have my professors. If I'm in doubt for anything, I kind of call them, right? I'm 200% sure, going back from here today, I'll call them. This is the beautiful journey you're starting. So congratulations to all of you. All the very, very best to all of you. Please stay excited about it. I know too much of, one-way dialogue happening today. I can see your faces because it's, I can relate when we have joinings, the day one, we kind of overflood our people with so many things, right? About the company, about the work and all. And I do understand, it becomes overwhelming. You'll not remember all this, but you'll remember the feel of it throughout. Yes, why I can vouch even more about is every year we hire from NMIMS. We at my gate have some of the exceptional talents from NMIMS. If you guys will have an alumni connect with those people, you'll get to see the kind of gems they are. We are so, I would say, yes, proud is the right word, that we got to know Mr. Sangram and Narayani ma'am here, that we connected with them in time and we got a fabulous bunch from here. My gate has its presence across cities. So thankfully, the kind of attitude these people have, they're not like I have a preference in terms of a city. They want to start working. And how is it possible? Because of the fabulous faculty here. So be ready for the kind of joyride that you're going to experience over here. You've heard of this quote? The best way to predict future is to create it, which is a part of your NMIMS anthem as well. I was reading it. So this fellow, Peter Drucker, you'll soon get to know this person in your classes now, since you're part of BBA course. He said this quote, and this is an important time to create your future, guys. all the very, very best to you for that. One important thing, I'm sure, I was talking to Mr. Sagram earlier today, talking about, how Gen Zs are much smarter than us. Are you? Louder, yes. Yes, you are. You're very, very smart. It becomes any time when we guys interview you guys, we are just so impressed by the level of confidence you have, knowledge you have. You know what is one rare attribute that we get from people? Can you guess? Anybody? From the students. Rare attribute, like it's tough to get that. Of course, you'll get intelligent people, smart people. Humility. It's rare to find people who are humble. Right? So while those technical skills and other skills will definitely matter, please ensure, as Mr. Gaurav also mentioned, be kind, be humble. It will take you a long way. That is the personal sustainability. You've taken a sustainability oath for your own self, for your character. Be humble. It will take you places for sure. Yes? Thoda louder, yes. Yes, yes. How many from UP here, since I am from UP? Delhi? So thoda zor se yes bolo. Right? So you need more chola bhaturas maybe next time. But I would also like to open it here because, I've been in HR for like 14 years now. In case you have any questions, queries about the journey, how does it look like from here? Anyone wants to ask any random thing? No? Aaj kuch nahi bolenge. Please, I hope the lunch is ready for them. But it is lovely, guys. I'm sure you'll see me again after 3 years of your completion here. Our team keeps visiting here for hiring. Yeah, that is always our pleasure. But now I would end, but not end without thanking everybody who's here. Ms. Narayani, Mr. Sangram, they mention it, but I feel it. Like, I'm always a family at NMIMS and not a guest, right? So, as I mentioned, you'll see me here. I'm so thankful to the parents for their sacrifices. I can understand what it must be for them, especially that ceremony that we did. That, I guess, that will stay back with me for long, long. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful journey. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for motivating all of us. Your words have not only enlightened us, but also fueled our enthusiasm and commitment to achieving our goals.
Now, we would like to call upon our program chairperson, Dr. Kavita Desai, to address the gathering. Dr. Kavita Desai brings over 20 plus years of extensive experience in teaching, research, and administration. She has made substantial contributions to academia with her research papers published in national and international journals of repute. Ma'am has also presented her research work at prestigious national and international conferences. In addition, she has guided 7 PhD students through their doctoral services, contributing to the growth of new academic talent. Her innovative work is further evidenced by 2 patents to her credit. Ma'am is actively engaged in research and consultancy projects within the realm of management. Her expertise and leadership are recognized by her positions on the boards of several reputed academic institutions, where she continues to make a significant impact on the academic community.
Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, parents, very good afternoon. And my dear students, welcome to NMIMS, a new beginning, new friends, and infinite possibilities. Today, it's a very auspicious day for us. I'm sure all of you would have seen from Diksharambam. It's a very auspicious day because we are all here to celebrate your new beginning, a beginning of your new academic journey. And it is with great pride and honor I would extend a very warm welcome to all the BBA students, batch 9, to the portals of this great institution. And congratulations to all of you for making it to NMIMS and especially Bengaluru Campus. So I really don't know what to talk after such energetic speeches by both the guests. But I would like to take 2 pointers from guest one, Gaurav sir, about the dreams, and ma'am about future. So there's a famous saying, right? The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I'm sure all of you have come with a lot of dreams, and some are already there preserved, right? And please remember, to transform these dreams into reality, you require both. One is belief, and 2 is action. Both are important. One is to believe in your dreams, and 2, and very, very important, is to work hard to achieve these dreams. As the program chairperson of BBA program, I would also like to give some advices. I think sir has already covered 3, and probably I would add another 4. I have many more, which I'll preserve it for the induction program. And this is especially to, transform your dreams into reality. First and foremost, take responsibility of your learning. I know many of you are from very structured setup, a structured environment, whether it's your school or class 11, 12, or +1, +2. And now you're here in a university environment where there's a lot of freedom, and comes responsibility with freedom. So make sure that you take complete ownership of your learning here, right? And be regular to the classes, and complete your assignments on time. Make a proper study plan, and make sure that you go to the classes prior prepared, and complete all your CIAs, all of that as per the deadlines, which is very, very important for you. And of course, while we expect you to take complete responsibility, don't think that you're alone in this journey. We're all there to support you. We have a very, very, structured system in place. We have class mentors, the faculty members as your class mentors. Every class would have a faculty mentor. You have any issues, you can feel free, go talk to them. They're there to guide you, right? You have your wonderful seniors who are here supporting us today. And you have academic coordinators, which I think we will introduce them shortly. And you have a proper setup. We have a counselor, we have seniors, alumni, and we have the industry experts who keep coming to the campus. You can reach out to any of us. We are all there to support you. But end of the day, it is your responsibility to take ownership of your learning. That's the first point I thought I would mention here. The second important point is, try to make most of your time at the university. It is said that the opportunities are often beginning of great achievements. At NMIMS, every day is an opportunity to live your dreams and create new dreams. Explore these opportunities. We have a lot of clubs, we have committees, we have community service activities, and we have student council. We have a lot of cultural, sports, and many more. Plenty of opportunities. It is for you to explore these opportunities and make use of it, right? And today morning, I think while live streaming, the guest spoke about Kelavani, and sir was explaining that it means holistic, right? So that means that all these activities or active engagement in these activities would definitely contribute towards your holistic personality, which is extremely important. So please explore all these opportunities and make sure you try to make most of your time at the university. That is my second point. And coming to the third is about embracing difference. It is said that, in fact, strength lies in differences rather similarities. We have students from different parts of the country with different cultures, different ethnicities, different viewpoints, different perspectives. Please do embrace these differences, right? Try to understand each other. Try to respect each other's viewpoints, which is very important. And by doing so, you become a better person. It's not about others, it's about you. How you evolve yourselves by understanding others, and thereby contribute towards inclusive learning environment on the campus, which is very important. And last but not the least, take care of yourself. And many of you are out of your comfort zones. You're all coming from outside Bangalore. Please be watchful of your food habits. Please be watchful of your other habits. I think Dean ma'am mentioned a list of things, so I don't want to repeat that, right? And make good friends and take good care of yourself. And also that campus life is beautiful. Ma'am was mentioning if she has to go back, it's always, campus, and we all feel the same. It's a beautiful time. Please do enjoy every moment of it, but at the same time, take good care of yourself, your health, and don't take much of stress, and balance is the key. And I think, again, morning, Dean ma'am mentioned about lot of stress, and, you get ready for all of that. But make sure that you manage your stress well, and very important is your time management. In fact, we have lined up a lot of sessions for you next week as a part of your induction program, where we have a lot of informative sessions on time management, goal setting, a lot of other things which would definitely help you to manage your campus life, right? So, what are the 4 pointers that I mentioned? As a teacher, I would always like to, take a recap. So one is, I want you to answer. What's the first point that I mentioned? I'll only say, take complete responsibility of your learning. And 2, make most out of your time on the campus and embrace differences and take good care of yourself, right? So with this little, suggestions, I would like to mention that one of the strongest points of NMIMS is our quality of our faculty members. We have a right blend of teachers with a lot of academic experience and also industry expertise. Now we'll move towards faculty introductions. I request the faculty members to please introduce yourselves. Maybe we'll start with Shweta ma'am. Request one of the volunteers to please pass on the mic. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shweta. By qualification, I am a chartered accountant. I teach accounts, finance, and tax here. I've been here for almost 7 years, and wish you a wonderful academic journey over here. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Avantika Rajoya. I'll be taking your economics. I'm economics faculty here, and wish you all the very best.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Dr. Shreya Chakraborty. I'll be handling courses on finance and accounting. So all the best for your journey, whether it be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, expecting you that you all pass out with bright colors. Thank you.
Good afternoon all. I'm Dilip Menon. I teach in the area of finance and accounts. So welcome to NMIMS to all of you, and the next 3-4 years should be most fruitful years in your life. All the best.
Good afternoon, dear students. I'm Dr. Priyam Ghosh. I'm a marketing faculty here. And I have one advice for you all. Make not one but 2 best friends. First is ambition and second is hard work, and you're good to go. Best of luck for your NMIMS journey.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Dr. Tanya Majumdar. I'm also an economics faculty here. I'll probably be taking up some economics papers with you all. So as you start this new journey, I wish you all the very best. May your journey be fulfilling and enriching. All the very best. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to NMIMS. I am Dr. Raudra Chakraborty. I am a quant faculty, and probably I'll meet you in 2nd and 3rd semester for quant and OR.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Deveta. I'll be teaching quantitative techniques. All the best for your academic success.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Leena George. I'll be teaching you finance courses. Let's meet in the classroom. All the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Lakshmi, and I will be handling financial accounting for you. All the best.
Very warm welcome to all of you. I am Professor Khushbu from General Management Department, specialized in HR.
So request the coordinators to please introduce.
Good morning, everybody. This is Parul here. I have introduced myself in the morning. I hope you all have received my names. Did you all receive my name? You have got your schedule, divisions. Please refer your mails for everything. We will be quite often mailing you, and you have to update yourself with the mails. Thank you. Have a nice day. All the best in NMIMS.
Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to NMIMS. I am Nagendra, course coordinator.
Hello everyone, I am Tarannum. Along with these two people, even I'll be handling your academic and administrative responsibilities. So for any kind of support, please do approach us, and we are available in the admin area.
Thank you. We also have a library team. Vasanta sir, would you please come onto the stage? Students, please give a big round of applause. Our library team, Vasanta sir, Srinivas Murthy sir, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vasanta D, Senior Assistant Librarian. I will guide you how to access online resources, Bloomwork, in the orientation session in next week. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Srinivas Murthy. First of all, I would like to congratulations to all the students who selected NMIMS Bengaluru Campus. So I'm a library assistant. So we will meet you soon in the library orientation. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
And we do have IT team. So thank you so much, Rupesh sir, Pankaj sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for your support.
Hello, myself is Pankaj Panigrahi. I am take care of the IT team. Thank you.
Along with Pankaj, my name is Rupesh. All the best, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And we have placement team, Sangram sir, Lily ma'am. Yeah, Arun sir, please come.
Can you hear me? My name
name is Shangram. I'm part of the, I was going to say human resources, actually part of placements team. I was in HR, so it doesn't go. So, Narayani madam said some time back that we have a great campus, we have great faculty, we have great management. We also have some great clients like MyGate. And it also helps that they are beautiful too. And other than that, we have some phenomenal speakers who come to the campus time and time again. And the speech that I heard today from Mr. Sinha was probably the best. And it reminded me that song from Three Idiots, Give Me Some Sunshine, Give Me Some Rain. So thank you, sir, for inspiring not just the students but us too. And welcome to NMIMS.
Hello and welcome to NMIMS. My name is Lily Sarkar. I'm in the placement team.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Arun. I'm the placement coordinator. So one thing I have to tell everyone is their journey is going to be interesting. Okay. So the commitment is what we are expecting from your side. And I would like to quote from a movie called Forrest Gump, which states like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So once you have the commitment from here, we'll make sure that you are reaching that level and where your dreams have been getting attained. Right? Thank you.
We have Soumya Arjun from Director's Office, very vibrant person. Request Srinivas sir, security, please come on to the stage. Soumya.
Good afternoon all. I am Soumya Arjun, Narayani ma'am's secretary. For any appointment with ma'am, kindly reach me, but still I am possessive about her time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Srinivas, your campus security officer. We will have a brief session, maybe on Monday or Tuesday. Keep sufficient space in your mind. There will be a lot of instructions to store there. Thank you.
And I have kept the most important team to the last. I would like to invite team examinations, and the leader is Devi ma'am. Please come along with your team and introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. So, you're not that scary, as I'm told. Okay, you reach out to us for any support. We are here to guide you with the rules and regulations. We'll have an orientation session shortly. But other than that, please do visit the exam department to understand the rules and regulations before you give your first exam. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Mansoor Ahmad from exam department. Soon we'll meet you on exam orientation day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kavyashri and I am a part of exam department. All the very best, each one of you, and many more congratulations for selecting NMIMS Bengaluru. Thank you.
Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you. Myself Bhuvana, I am also from the exam department. So I wish all of you a very hearty congratulations for getting selected here. We'll meet you soon for the exam orientation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Before I conclude, I would like to take you through briefly about NEP. Of course, morning session, Dean ma'am has given details and Meenu ma'am also mentioned about it. But I would like to quickly reiterate on few points of NEP because there were quite a few parents asking us a lot of questions on these lines. One, of course, NEP stands for National Education Policy. According to NEP, and as all of you know that NEP has been implemented across all the campuses from this academic year. So I think that way you're very lucky batch, very first batch of NEP. And as all of you know, it's going to be 4 years program. But at the same time, NEP offers a lot of flexibility. Those who want to exit after first year can exit and they would get a certificate. But there are certain requirements. You need to do a compulsory internship and all of that, which we will explain you later. And those who want to exit after 2 years would get a diploma. Again, there are certain requirements like internship, compulsory internship. Only then you get your diploma certificate. And those who want to exit after 3 years would get a proper degree certificate, right? And of course, internships and capstone project is anyways part of your curriculum. And those who want to continue for 4 years, you would get your honors degree. And honors degree has 2 different pathways. One is your research pathway, 2 is your internship pathway, which gives you a lot of industry expertise, right? And also, parents were asking, should we decide now and tell you and all of that? You don't need to decide now. Take your own time. Maybe in the beginning of 3rd year or maybe mid of 3rd year, you can decide whether you want to exit after 3 years or you want to continue for 4th year. So right now, you don't need to worry. Just focus on your induction program and your regular classes, right? So as I mentioned, we have a week-long induction program starting from Monday. Morning session, you would have your regular classes. Afternoon session, you would have the induction program. And the whole purpose is to put you all in the right direction, right? That's the whole point of designing this induction program. So make sure you attend all the sessions without fail, and we'll circulate the induction program timetable Monday morning. The academic coordinators will get in touch with you and circulate it, and make sure you attend all the sessions, right? And the second thing is about SRB. So do any of you remember what is the full form of SRB? Student Resource Book, right? So make sure you all read that. I think Dean ma'am has already said a lot of things about SRB. So make sure that you're all familiar with SRB, which is very, very important for you, right? So students, please remember that. I think more than any one of us here, you represent the university, you represent the campus. So it is your responsibility to preserve and uphold all the values that the university stands for, all the values that this campus stands for, right? So stay rooted, as Sir was mentioning, and all the very best. I'm very, very confident that you will all have a very, very rewarding experience at NMIMS, and wish you all good luck. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for encouraging us with your kind words. We are grateful to have you here.
As we come to the end of this wonderful evening, it is my privilege and honor to deliver the word of thanks. On behalf of SVKM and NMIMS Bengaluru, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you present here. This event would not have been successful without the esteemed presence of our chief guest, Mr. Gaurav Sinha, whose insightful words have inspired us all. We are equally honored by the presence of our guest of honor, Ms. Iram Kutsia, whose distinguished career serves as an example of excellence to our students. A special thanks to our director, Dr. Narayani Ramachandran, for her unwavering support and vision guiding us towards achieving new milestones. Our heartfelt appreciation also goes to our program chairperson, Dr. Kavita Desai, for supporting us throughout the evening. We are grateful to our coordinators, Parul ma'am, Nagendra sir, and Taranu ma'am, for meticulously planning and executing this event. A heartfelt thank you to our incredible IT team, admin team, and faculty members for their invaluable contributions. A sincere thank you to our volunteers for their selfless dedication and hard work. Last but not the least, I extend my earnest thanks to the students whose enthusiasm and participation have made this event vibrant and memorable. Once again, thank you all for being part of this wonderful occasion. Your presence has truly made a difference.
Now, I request all of you to stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा चञ्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Once again, thank you all for being a part of this special occasion. Together, let's make the future bright and full of possibilities. Thank you. First, all the dignitaries will leave and then the students can make their way for their lunch.